trying to blink through it and get to the end of this round.
Good right hand by Donaire. And another left uppercut.
Oh.
And down goes Arce on a brilliant left hook. And that just might be...
Welcome back mga idol. Balikan natin ang isang napakagandang laban ng ating kababayan, the Filipino Flash Nonito Donaire, laban sa isang veteranong Mexicano na si Jorge Arce. Pero bago yan mga idol, kung bago ka pa lang sa aking channel ay mag-subscribe muna tayo at pindutin mo na rin ang notification bell para laging updated sa mga susunod na videos.
Buhay mo ang Diyos ang gawing gabay upang sa mga pagsubok ay magtagumpay.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red, official weight 122 pounds. With a future Hall of Fame professional record of 61 victories, including 46 knockouts, with 6 defeats and 2 draws. Tonight, he's the challenger. Here is the former light flyweight world champion, former flyweight world champion, former super flyweight world champion, and former bantamweight champion of the world de los Mochis, Sinaloa, Mexico, el legendario campeón, Jorge el Rabioso Arce. And fighting out of the red corner, wearing white with blue, officially weighing 121 1/2 pounds. As a professional, he is undefeated for over 11 consecutive years. 30 victories, including 19 knockouts, with only 1 defeat. Rated as one of the best pound for pound in the world from General Santos City, Philippines. The former flyweight world champion, super flyweight world champion, bantamweight world champion, the reigning, defending WBO Super Bantamweight Champion of the World, the Filipino Flash Nonito Donaire.
All right, gentlemen. Earlier today, we went over the directions in the dressing room. I want you to obey my commands, protect yourselves at all times. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Touch them up. Buena suerte, play limpia. Thank you, sir.
Top rank for quite a number of years. And as a result of that, Donaire says we spent a lot of time together. We're pretty good friends. He said, but once I get into the ring, we aren't friends at all. There will be no conversation, just a fight.
And Donaire looks like immediately he's already come out looking for action. He's trying to land that straight right hand over the top because he's probably a little bit taller than Arce.
A little bit taller, slightly rangier, and regardless of what Arce may have done to his upper body, his legs are still those of a 112 or 116-pound fighter. Whereas Donaire, a lot of people feel like Donaire isn't even yet in his premium weight class, that ultimately he's a natural featherweight.
I feel the same, Jim. I feel like he still has a lot of room to expand, mainly because of his height.
He is 30 years old, so he's still in his prime.
Donaire patient early, missed with one big right hand. Arce standing back and boxing rather than coming forward and attacking, as has been his style through most of his career.
He's fighting smart, Jim. He's fighting a bigger guy. I don't think he won a title at this weight class yet, so he's not really a legitimate dream featherweight because he hasn't won a title yet.
Donaire's been collecting belts in the division and would like to fight Abner Maris at some point, but that becomes difficult because the rival promoters don't do a lot of business with each other. Still, it's a fight that a lot of people would like to see, assuming that Donaire can get past Arce tonight. Nothing can be taken for granted.
Donaire throwing some punches with mean intentions.
Bad intent.
Donaire's jab has dominated the round from the standpoint of scoring blows. Arce just hasn't been able to get close enough yet. He's landing on Donaire's gloves. There's an uppercut for Donaire, another one with the left hand. Donaire just missing with the left hook as Arce stepped into countering range.
Arce wants to get his body warmed up first before he tastes any of those big punches. Sometimes once you get warmed up, you absorb the punches a little bit better.
A little tap to the body. First landed punch for Arce that I've seen. Good left hand underneath by Donaire for 3 of 28. You saw in Donaire's corner the trainer Robert Garcia, who will be a hot candidate for Trainer of the Year. Donaire is hoping to knock on the door for Fighter of the Year. All that requires a win tonight. From any conventional standpoint. Seldom, if ever, have we seen this cautious a Jorge Arce in the ring. Normally he's swarming his opponent. Now he begins to come forward.
That just shows you his respect for his opponent, Jim. He knows what he's in front of tonight. And he also knows that he's the underdog tonight.
And in the wake of what Marquez did last week, it's worth pointing out that the skill with which most people credit Donaire is counterpunching skill. And there you saw the left hook upstairs, and there goes Arce to the canvas on a quick, short, straight right hand.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Donaire stroking Arce with complete confidence that he can take him out. Now Arce boldly, brazenly attacking.
Arce may ultimately decide it's better to throw caution to the wind and be himself. It looks like he's beginning to think of that.
Well, you knew as soon as he got hit that was going to happen, Jim. That's the type of fighter he is. He's a man in the ring. He doesn't believe that nobody's better than him. And that's what you want to see in a great fighter or a challenger for a world title.
Jorge Arce has had 69 professional fights. This is the 70th. More fights than either Pacquiao or Marquez. Good jab by Donaire. Donaire already with a knockdown in round 2. Content now to score with the left hand. Arce tries to get at him with the left hook, partially blocked by Donaire.
This is plan B for Arce.
If he's going to do plan B, though, Larry, you'd like to see him cut the ring off some. Don't chase right behind Donaire.
Every Donaire
See this knockdown, they actually trade right hands, but the bigger man prevailed. He was quicker, he got there first, and Arce touched the canvas for the first time.
First knockdown of the fight, and talk about old times. Joining us now at ringside, our former ringside expert commentator in search of even greater money, of which he makes as much as any man alive, the very great George Foreman. And George, welcome to ringside, and a handshake between George and Roy Jones and Larry Merchant on his last night after 35 years. Huh?
Wow, this is an interesting fight. But let's hope Larry Merchant does not go anywhere.
What do you think Larry's meant to boxing, George?
And what he means to boxing. He's the only person that if you say expert boxing, Larry Merchant name comes up. You can't have television without Larry Merchant.
Oh, George, you old flatterer.
What is your life now like now, champ? What are you doing?
Well, I'm raising children, grandchildren, and great-grandkids. Can you believe that?
How many? How many great-grandchildren?
I've got 8 grandkids and 1 great-grand.
Congratulations.
When is your next comeback, George?
If I get 1 more grandchild, I'm coming back.
What'd you think of Pacquiao Marquez?
Oh, boy, that was the most strange fight, but it was the absolute knockout.
Hard left hand to the body by Arce. Arce becoming much more aggressive here now in round number 3. Tasted the canvas in round 2.
Jim, he landed a good, Arce landed a good left hook to the head of Donaire before that body shot.
Do you think the texture of the fight has changed, Roy?
I think it has. Arce's warmed up a little bit now, so he's trying to get close like he has to in order to make this an interesting fight. He can't win it on the outside like that, and he knows that.
And of course, he's taking the risk of walking in to something that brings us back to last week.
Yeah, the first knockdown, he protested. He's angry about it, whether it happened or not. And he's trying to pay the guy back, and that's dangerous.
George Donaire is a very smooth boxer puncher who's ranked by most among the top 4 or 5 pound-for-pound fighters in the world. What's your take on Nonito Donaire?
I think it's great, and I think he'll have a better night tonight because his guy is running right into a shot. So you make an ordinary puncher powerful when your head meet the punch. And that's what's happening tonight.
And that's exactly what happened last weekend.
Boy, I couldn't believe that Pacquiao. Come back, Pacquiao. Come on.
Well, our fans seem to want a big fight. And here's Donaire looking for the knockout. And Arce's down again. Second knockdown of the fight for Nonito Donaire. And Jorge Arce is rubbing a glove against his left eye.
Well, a glove went into his left eye, and he's trying to blink through it and get to the end of this round.
Good right hand by Donaire. And another left uppercut.
Oh.
And down goes Arce on a brilliant left hook. And that just might be that. And it is. Referee Lawrence Cole waves his arm. Nonito Donaire has a 3rd round KO.
And Donaire, by going through the drug testing he has gone through, has inoculated himself. There are no question marks here tonight.
100%. George, what a great crowd here in Houston.
But
We'll
Houston
give you
is
all
back. Houston is back.
We'll give you the credit for that. Thanks so much for joining
Thank
us at
you.
ringside.
God
All
bless.
right. What a spectacular knockout of Jorge Arce by Nonito Donaire as George Foreman, the knockout king of all heavyweights, joined us here at ringside. There's Donaire still on his back on the canvas, and Roy Jones. Donaire smelled opportunity and took advantage.
Of course he did, Jim. He's a bigger man in this fight, in this case. I know the weights are similar, but definitely Nonito's a bigger guy. He's taller, he's rangier. And for us, looking at the fight, it was just a matter of time before he caught Arce. But you got to give Arce a lot of heart, a lot of courage for coming up and fighting this big dynamite. Here you see the left hook, where he rolled under the left hook, came up with a straight right hand. Then he gave him a little feint and came with another uppercut that missed. This is the first knockdown. Then he caught him with the hook, and he's going to catch him one more hook right there, as you see. That's why I think that hurt his eye.
Now 3 looks at the knockout.
Yeah, then you see him lean to the left, just a little bit of a dip right there, and come with a beautiful left hook, a signature punch of Donaire's. He has one of the best left hooks in the business today. When he hits him with that, it's usually
Look out.
Here in the Toyota Center, Houston, Texas, the end comes at 2 minutes, 59 seconds.
Anong masasabi niyo mga idol sa labang Donaire versus Arce? Magkomento lang sa baba sa inyong opinyon at pag-usapan natin yan. Shoutouts na rin sa ating mga supporters. Hanggang sa susunod muli, maraming salamat sa panunood.